United States, where you have to pay the cable company to deploy a cable, that's a viable proposal. But we do want to dig into the deeper level to see what the result is. So we want to answer one basic question. Will FTTX be replaced by 5G? So we want to address this question. You can answer your question whether they're converged. So say 5G is going to replace FTTX, or FTTX is going to enable 5G, or they will remain like two independent networks as they are today. So the agenda for today, we want to do three things. First, we want to have some basic knowledge of 5G and FTTX. The second, we want to go to the context of China for the discussion. We want to say how exactly networks is deployed in China right now. And third, we have some discussion now what is going to happen in China in the next few years. So the first part, we want to do some introduction to technology 5G and FTTX. This is the concept from Verizon and Samsung. Basically, what they want to do is they want to deliver they want to use 28 gigahertz millimeter wavelengths to deliver the signal to the home router, which is called 5G router. And the residents, the customer, can use this 5G router to surf the internet. But by the way, this right now is not yet able to connect to the phone because the power consumption of the phone is still pretty high right now. This is something we call fixed wireless. And this is actually the fundamental principle of wireless communication system. We took 4G as an example. So when you see in the 4G system, basically there are two parts. First one is the BBU, the second one is RIU, and also antenna is included. We have some method to calculate the data rate, the security, and also the data rate too of the packet transport. So next, we want to think about how we want to go to 5G. What is the road to 5G? Basically, for every single generation of wireless communication system, the fundamental principle is the same. When you go from 3G to 4G, you're doing a couple of things. Number one, you need more channel bandwidth. In 4G is 20 megahertz. Now in 5G, you're going over 100 megahertz, or even higher. And second, you want to have better multi-access technology. In 3G is CDMA, 4G is OFDMA, 5G, probably some new technologies. And also you want to have a higher modulation. And fourth, you want to have some MIMO. If 4G is MIMO, now in 5G we're talking about massive MIMO. So that is basically how we want to go to 5G in the future. And this is a 4G base station in real field in Chengdu, China, where I came from. And this one is the image from Huawei. We know how exactly those devices are placed in a base station. You see the BBU, RIU, antenna. So we can see how exactly they're placed in the network. And now we're, think about 5G, we want to do some calculation on what kind of data rate that end user can actually have in the future. We have collect some data from internet, and we know that in the future, we're probably going to start with download speed of 100 megabits per second for a user, and upload data rate will be 50 megabits per user. So that is the data rate that a single user probably can experience in the future. And we've been talking a bunch of things about wireless. Now let's go to PON. So this is the generic architecture of PON system. We have a lot of GPON in the system, a lot of EPON as well. And now in China in particular, we have started with 10 EPON, starting with 10 EPON OLT this year. And probably in a few years, we're going to start with 10 GPON system in China. And this is the typical GPON and XGPON system. You have different wavelengths, different data rates. And also this slide, we did some calculations.